Hello everyone, my name is AP the Weird One, and we are back with the finale to I'm Getting Married to the Girl I Hate the Most in My Class. Episode 12. The moment we've all been waiting for. The confrontation, the catfight between Akane and Himari. And boy is it a good battle. Now in terms of the manga, we'll talk about the manga first and there's a couple things to discuss. But the most important kind of thing is, in terms of the manga, it covers 34 and 30 and 35. Although I couldn't read 35, it's not officially translated, but 34 is. And there are a little bit of differences I do want to talk about that I think are a little bit executed better in the manga as opposed to the anime. But in terms of getting a little bit of summary, we start off the episode where Connie is just looking at Sato in bed. He's like, she's just admiring him, how wonderful he is, and it definitely creeps him out. They have a moment where they thought, let's have a, what are you doing today? Well, let's hang out, watch a movie. In the manga, it seems like she will watch any movie he wants, whereas in the anime, it's like, well, let's watch a movie together, being all kind of romantic. Now, before they watch the movie, he brings up the fact, I was remembering back in high school, the beginning, when I first started high school, how you called my last name, like you remembered me. It's like, what's up with that? And now Kana gets really angry. He's like, and just storms off. She kind of acts a little bit sick. She's angry that he doesn't remember her from the party, which is what she does. But he's kind of fishing around. She just wishes that he absolutely knew. Of course, she's the one that met from the childhood, and we do kind of learn that when they went to the same high school, when she finds out that they're going to the same high school, and she sees him in class, like confronts, like, don't you remember me? And like she calls the name, like, and who are you? And in the party thing, they've shown that they had a really good conversation. He was trying to get away from all the pleasantries and fake smiles, and the party was a little bit too much for her, and then, they were having a good chat, and she's kind of upset that when they left, like when she had to leave, they had a really good time. So she was hoping that he remembered her when they got to high school, and no, that wasn't the case. Now in the manga, she realizes when she sees him go to a certain high school, and it's like a very high-end high school, she decides to get her good grades, but it's kind of basically the same point, like when he confronts, like, who are you and everything. So yeah, it kind of makes her upset. But, Sato checks on her. It's like, hey, listen, you feeling sick? No, I'm perfectly fine. I'll make dinner. It's like, no, I'll make dinner. She does get a little bit worried, but, he's like, gotta go get good groceries. And while he's out, he runs into Himari. Now, the manga and anime have a little bit of a difference in terms of a couple things. For one thing, when Sato meets Himari and the bullies, it's noonish, about to turn dark in the anime. In the manga, it's already dark. And there's also another difference as well in terms of outfits. So when it comes to the anime, this is what Himari is wearing. She's wearing kind of her little dress, nice dress, nice shirt, and pants. She looks very nice, and she's like out going about. And in the manga, the bullies that confront her and like want to be with her kind of say the exact same thing. Now, the reason I have what the manga does a little bit different, and what they discuss is the reason she's out and about is because her stepmom is home, and she didn't want to be around. She thought, like, I usually try to plan days of work, be at work, so that when she's home, but she came home early, so that kind of made her angry, and so she was forced to leave. Now, because it was a bit sudden, in the manga, they show that she has a more casual black top off, and she's wearing pants, like she's kind of wearing jeans pants, I guess. From another angle, it looked like she was wearing sweatpants. So I kind of, now that I've seen, like, oh, she's wearing jeans. So it kind of doesn't matter, but I feel like this is a little bit more casual. I kind of maybe wish they'd stuck with the more casual looking, rather than looking very serious date night, like she was intentionally trying to run into him or something. I don't know. Or maybe run into a guy. It's a bit different. Now, of course, we do see Himari's feet, which it doesn't look great, but okay. So, these two have their moment to talk about it, and she's like, don't you have to get going or something? Like, nah, I want to be here a while. And that's when Himari springs the kiss, and in the next day, Shisei and Maho confront him about the kiss. And in the manga, it's a lot more dramatic. Like, he's like, oh god, my hand is spinning. I do not know how to process this. But, Himari comes around. It's like, they talk like, hey, do you want to kiss again? No. And we get to the bigger point. So Connie's in class. She hears about something from two classmates. It's them, these two kissing. Now, I thought when I saw the scene, I thought Himari and Saito actually kissed again, but no, it's from when they were outside in the dark. That's where the picture was taken. So I thought it was at school, but no, it was there. And she runs out of class. She runs into Himari. Himari is a little bit sweet, we'll say. She says, aren't you still not got the hint? I'm going to take him for real. Now, in the manga is a little bit different. She's kind of being serious, but also a little bit friendly. In the manga, she's brutal. You can see her facial expression. She's a lot angrier. And I mean, even in the fan translation, if you kind of let it get to this point, he's really going to end up mine now, Just a lot more serious. Now, she will get serious when the big moment happens. But anyway, she leaves, and then she kind of goes home, or it's at the end of the day. It's at the very end of the day. Or where do I want to? Yeah. So it's kind of the very bit of the end of the day, and she's kind of thinking about something. And when I first saw the scene, I'm like, oh, this is important. Wait a minute, is it important? But it is. And the two have a conversation about friendships. And it's like, Himari says to Akane, you're my best friend. I will be best friends forever. But of course, I got to get a nice, smart boyfriend and, get married. It's like, well, why does being a husband, what's the difference between the two? You're not going to be best friends? I'm like, no, they're two different things, which they are. In fact, a friendship could a best friend could devolve into a lot more. A serious sisterly bond. To give some examples, my mom's best friend, Marcia, I consider an aunt. They were two best friends, and then when, of course, my mother passed away, around the time that she was dying, essentially, my mom's real sister, aunt Diana, she wasn't very comforting and loving, and Marcia was. She came to her, and while she wished that she wasn't there with her husband, she was very appreciative. It made mom happy, and she kind of wished she didn't go. Like that, you can develop a friendship like that. And going off to tangentially into anime modern day perspectives, like if someone's your good friend, that obviously means they're your lover or something, and that's not really the case. There's a such thing as best friend and love interest. They're two different things, and modern society doesn't understand that. But from this scene, Saito comes home. He gives her a nice strawberry cake little thing. She's very happy about it, and she realizes something's got to happen. So she calls up Himari and says to meet at that park where they had that moment they used to play together. And the most beautiful cat scene of verbal disputes happened. And Himari is such an awesome character. What she does, like she flat out confronts her, and I would say it's a one-sided duel, but she gets Akai to confess her feelings that she does like him. And it's like, but Himari drops the ball. So what? Because Himari has, throughout the season, Himari has said, you and Saito date or anything? And no, she's been passively, or she doesn't want to confront the feelings or anything. Well, it's gotten to the point that, yes, you may like him, and Akane wants her to back off, but no, that time has passed now. You've let this happen. And you've let me get in, so it's my turn. And Himari has liked Sato basically as long as Himari has, barring when Akane met Sato at the party. Like, that's when she first fell in love with him, like at 12 years old. So she's had a little bit more experience, and Himari gets pissed at that. Like, oh, you've had this more experience, and it makes it feel like you're entitled to this. It doesn't makes her pissed off, and it's like, you don't have a right to do that, which I love, because the childhood trope is so terrible. I don't like it. It's not good. So I just love this moment. And she's like, and Mari kind of confesses to her, I've known that you've had feelings for him for 2 years, and I've been waiting patiently. I wanted to be a good friend. I didn't want to lose you. And, given Himari's home situation, having that friendship isn't very important. And so she didn't want her. If she chased for Sato, she felt like she was going to lose this friendship. And like she said, there's a difference between best friend forever and boyfriend. You kind of, as a woman, you kind of want these two things. And so she didn't want to lose that. Now, you could criticize Himari in a little bit. Had she not been had such a fake personality and been more of an honest person, she could have developed genuine friends outside of Akane. But because she went a certain route and been this fake person with having this fake smile and everything, it's hard to develop other good friendships. And you could say, oh, well, maybe she could be friends Shisei, but Shisei is very loyal to Sato. So it's she couldn't exactly reach the possibility of losing her friendship. Like, Shisei wouldn't be a good fit, I guess, for a good fit or replacement for Akane. I mean, especially how there's two connected, so she didn't want to lose it. So she waited patiently in the background 2 years, hoping something would happen. Well, nothing did happen, and when they had these two marriages, and she had to run cover for them, it's like, this is my moment. I'm going to take it, and I'll take it all the way. And I mean, she, both kissing and everything, she'll do it. And yeah, the two have a little bit verbal disputes, but they do come to the conclusion that they don't want to lose each other, but they don't want to lose to. They don't want to give any of them up to Sato. And Akane, if Akane was a nice friend, she would give Sato up to Himari. Himari absolutely deserves it, and she should help him out. But let's just flat out admit it, Akane is a fucking bitch, and she doesn't want that to happen. Luckily, Himari is okay with that because she doesn't want to lose the friendship or anything. So and it's possible that she could get ganged up on by Maho or whatever. I don't know. You could read between the lines like, all right, this isn't the best thing, but all right, we'll be friends. And she does like her friendship, so they've come to agreement. They're going to be rivals. And it is a nice friendly moment, as we both have feelings for each other. We're both going to go after them, and we'll see who comes out at the top. I will say, Akane not wanting to give up Sato because of the family thing could be of importance, and also keeping up appearances with the grandparents, because if they find out Sato is in love with doing weird things with Himari, that could cause some riffraff. But I think if Akane should have been a good friend, should have found another guy who was equal value, and told the someone who could replace Hojo or replace Sato Hojo in terms of political power. She should probably have done. She could have done that. She could have found someone who could fit that bill, and probably still have gotten the money, whatever. But maybe not. Himari had pointed out she's like, you could get any guy you want, and kind of throws that right back at her. It's such a good verbal catfight. I absolutely loved it. But yeah, I loved the resolution. I am curious to see how Akane is going to win the fight, though, because Akane's got she's not going to have to play dirty, but she has a lot more room to work under. And I don't know. It's very interesting because I do see that they get to I do see in the cover for the ending. They do kind of become a couple. So, but maybe Himari is a mistress or something. I mean, it's not unheard of in Japan. It's actually very common them to have multiple lovers. So it's could be expected. So yeah, I am very curious to see how their journey happens, and hopefully we'll get a season 2. In terms of at the very end, we do find out that Himari was Maho and Shisei do find out Himari is one who gave Sato his first kiss. I do get annoyed that Akane hasn't changed at the very end. She gets, biz or blustered, "I hate you, self," but it's on point to the character, and it is matching of the manga. So yeah, so matching the manga, so it has to be that way. You kind of wish she was a little bit toned down, but she's got to be true in character. So overall, I do absolutely love this episode. Akane is an absolute bitch. I still don't like her, but Himari is definitely the gold star of this. Of the main love triangle. I would say she's definitely the S tier waifu. You definitely want to root for her and have her win. So unfortunately, I kind of know the ending slightly. It's not perfect. No, but yeah, I just love the shots she took. Himari was just so good. Such a good fight. But I will indeed here. Hopefully, enjoy. I'm looking forward to season 2. I'll probably pick up the light novel because I do want to see what Himari's character is like in terms of the light novel. How maybe she's a lot more annoying. At least maybe see what the reading is like. I don't know. But yeah, we're at the end. Hopefully this has gotten season 2. I will definitely check. And I'll see you guys next time. Sorry this was a little bit later than normal. Just a dog being wanting attention, everything, and lunch. But yeah, an excellent finale. See you guys next time.